Happy 2021, everyone. We are back with our craft videos, and today we're gonna make a pop-up card. So this pop-up card is going to be a Happy New Year pop-up card. You can see the fireworks, and these are little buildings. And you can see I even made one that looks like the Steve O'Neill apartments where you all live. I don't live here. But I spend a lot of time here with you all. So, to get started on our 2021 pop-up card, the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to have 2 sheets, well, you're going to get 4 sheets of colored paper. You will definitely get blue, yellow, and black. This one might be different colors. This is going to be on your card what is white on my card. So, the first step to making your pop-up card is to take your blue sheet of paper and fold it hamburger style, just like this. Then, you're going to take a ruler and about 1 inch or 1.5 inches up from the folded side. So, my folded side is here. You're going to draw a line straight across. Okay, so you can see there's my line straight across. This is the next step. We're going to draw lines up, and these are going to be where we're going to cut to make our pop-ups. So you're just going to take your pencil. You can do this with a regular pencil. White color pencil just shows up better for the video. And just kind of draw some lines. I already made my buildings so that you don't have to watch me cut and glue a lot of tiny things. So I'm just using those to kind of measure, but you can do this however you would like to. You can do your buildings first, or you can make this part first. I made this part first on this card and then made the buildings, and it still turned out fine. So it's okay whichever way you do it. So here I have the sections that I'm going to cut into. I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to go from the folded side. I'm going to cut up like this. I'm going to make sure that I do this right. I'm going to turn it towards me. Alright, I cut all the way up so that I have a little fringy here. And I'm just going to do that on every line that I drew. Cutting all the way up to that white line. And we drew those straight across the middle of the page. This is going to be what helps our buildings pop up in our 2020 pop-up card. You could also give one of these to one of the members of our staff here at the apartments, like Carla or Tessa. I think all of them would really love 2020 pop-up cards. I think that could be really fun. Okay, so the next thing that you're gonna do, I'll get a little ahead of myself with the glue, is you're gonna decide, so I have my fringes. You can see I cut all these. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ones that are going to support my buildings. So it's definitely not going to be these ones that are on either end, because those are going to get glued down to the back of my card. So I'm definitely going to do these 2. I'm going to pinch them up. Kind of reminds me of the paper lantern one, right? I'm going to fold my card flat with these on the inside so that these are being folded the opposite way that the rest of the paper is folded into the card. This part is a little tricky, I won't lie to you, but we got it. Alright, so we did that. And do it again. It is good to make sure that you have an odd number, I believe, or at least make sure that you have the two end ones. And then, you know, if you have two that are cut right next to each other that both end up being glued down or both end up sticking out, it won't matter. They'll be behind the buildings. No one will be able to see it. Okay. So now I'm going to take out my glue stick. If you don't have glue, tape, liquid glue. Otherwise, come check in with me or Caitlin and we can help you out. And I'm just doing this glue along this part of the card first. I'm just getting it nice and glued. This is on the blue part. Okay. Now I am going to match up the corners of my paper for this side. Just glue it straight down so that it matches up with this. Alright, so it's only half glued down right now. This part is glued down. You can see I lined it up so that my blue paper is sitting directly on top of my purple paper. When I fold it, these ones pop out. Those are going to be my pop out part. And now I can glue down this other half. And I am going to first do glue on my purple sheet. I'm going to make sure that I get where these ones are. You can do it either on the blue or the purple. I'm going to do a little both maybe. Remember to always get the corners of your paper because that's what wants to peel up. The inside doesn't matter so much as long as the outside is glued down. Just give it a nice little swirl. And now I'm going to smooth it down so that it's all glued out. So I'm going to smooth it out like this so that my papers are all lined up. Kind of made a mistake on my first one. That's how I can teach you this part here. This one won't lie flat because I glued them when they were folded up. But that's okay, because how often are we really laying our cards flat? That's no fun, especially when they're pop-ups. Okay, so now, one of my little things got stuck. Don't worry about that. You can just pick it back up. See, check them out. But our purple sheet hasn't been folded yet. So we're going to take that and we're just going to fold it along that same line as the blue one's folded. Nice. Sure you're all hopefully following along with this and it's working out. I know you all are very good at arts and crafts. So here we are. Pop up. So when you open a card, they will pop up. The next part is to draw on the fireworks. Lots of people like to do fireworks on New Year's. My family doesn't really do the firework thing, but I do love fireworks. To draw the fireworks, I just take, you can take a colored pencil and just kind of draw, or a crayon, either one will work, and just kind of draw little arcs out from each other. See, like that? Just pick kind of a circly center and then just out from that. And see, I added more little ones within the big ones. Kind of makes it have a little more depth. It's a big art word. I'm going to do a different colored one. I would love to hear from all of you what your New Year's traditions are. I don't know that my family really has anything that I would consider a tradition on New Year's. I do usually spend it with my family, my sisters and my parents, but I don't know, we don't really have anything that we do every year. This firework got a little wonky, but you know what fireworks are? Kind of wonky. None of this has to be perfect. None of this should be perfect. I hope you all make your own firework kind of things. All right. Here are my fireworks. I added yellow dots. They could be stars. They could be more fireworks. Who knows? We're just out here celebrating 2021. All right. Next up. This is where we glue on our buildings. Okay. I pre-made my buildings so that you didn't have to sit here and watch me glue down 100 tiny squares that are windows. But I'll show you how I made them quickly. Took a black sheet of paper, I traced them out on it, or I just cut, you know, just said, oh, that's a building. They can be as tall or as short or as wide as you would like. Could be a house, it could be an apartment building, it could be whatever. This could be a building. And then I just took my yellow. I'll probably not send home this big of a yellow sheet. I'll probably send home strips. Just like this. And then I just use these and I just snipped. There's a window. And then I just glued it down. And I did a bunch of those. And that is how I got my buildings. And you can see I did like big long building windows on this one and short fat ones on this one. Really, whatever your heart fancies. So now I will glue on my buildings. This glue stick's kind of dead. I am going to put the glue on these so that when I glue it down, I don't accidentally glue my building to this part of my card or this part or anything that it's not. If it's only on here, then this part will stick only to this, and this part will only stick to where the glue is. So glue on the blue strips that pop up. And I'm just gonna put a bunch of glue on there. You don't need to go glue crazy. All right. And then I find it kind of works best if you do it while it's kind of standing, so you can get right where the ground is supposed to meet the building. And then I like to squash it down. Squash. So I stood it right here where it's gonna go, and then I squash it down. Then I'll do this one. It's gonna go right here. And again, I'm gonna glue on my blue strip. Glue's on the blue strip. I'm gonna take this. I'll line it up with this. And I'm gonna fold it down this way. Oopsie. Oh man, my building's too tall. I made a big error. When I close it, got a little bit of building sticking out. That's okay. I could just cut off one of the layers and make it a shorter building, but I don't know, I kind of like how tall it is. Doesn't really matter. We are not striving for perfect. All right, now I'll write Happy New Year on the inside. You can do this if you want. You can write a message to whoever you're going to send it to, whatever you would like to write, or if you want to draw a picture or make it look like that's the ground of the building with grass or snow in front of it. Really, whatever your heart fancies. This is your card. All right, there it is. I wrote Happy New Year. It's in yellow, so it looks kind of funny in the light. Got our pop-up card. Now, you can decorate the front however you would like. Like on this one, I wrote a big 2021. You could write Happy New Year really big. Whatever you want. I hope you all enjoy making your pop-up cards. I hope to see them all. You can post them on the Facebook group. And like I said, if you want to give one to one of the staff, I think that'd be really awesome, and I know they would really, really appreciate it. And I look forward to spending this next year with you all.